Today I'm having a look at the Mazda 3 Sport GT. What does that mean? Well, the Sport is the hatchback, the regular Mazda 3 is just the sedan, and then when you get the GT, you get the larger 2.5-liter skyactiv engine for a lot more jump. What I like about the Mazda products is the fact that they offer more for pretty much the same price as everybody else, starting at just under $20,000 and going up to just under $30,000 for the Mazda 3. But we're not going to talk too much about the outside because the car has been out for quite a few years. What I will point out is on this GT trim, if you get the premium package that we have, the wheels change from silver to gray. On the inside though, in my opinion, has always been class above. What sets the Mazda 3 apart from much of the competition is the drive, but also the interior. Just look at the beautiful contrasting interior you get in this car. Now granted, the leather seats are part of the premium package, which is not that outrageous. It's just $3,000, but you get quite a bit with it, and some of it is the advanced safety system. So let's jump into it. You get the leather upholstery, 6-way power driver's seat with lumbar support. You get the Bose audio system, and you get the voice-activated navigation system, plus keyless entry and push-button start. Then on top of that, you get the advanced safety stuff. I'll talk about that in a moment. Now the materials in here are very good from the knees up. You get all the soft touch materials from the knees down. You get the hard plastic that's very common in this class of car. But you also get the controller in the center of the seats here, which operates the screen. Now, this is stuff you typically get in import premium cars. Very similar actually to Audi's MMI system. So you can use the screen as a touch screen when you're below a certain speed, and above a certain speed you use this. I just use the wheel and the buttons. And when you use a system like this every single day and then you go back to touch screen, it feels kind of archaic. So that is really nice stuff. So when you look at this as a whole, beautiful leather two-tone interior and sort of an MMI style controller in the center of the car and nicely finished materials, it feels more expensive than what you're paying for. Now this Mazda 3 is at the end of its life cycle. Because of that, the head unit isn't updated with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Mazda claims they're committed to doing that in future products, but we'll have to wait for the next car probably to get that. Here's a really simple question for you. If you're going to buy a compact car, this kind of size of car, why wouldn't you get a car that is fun to drive? There are lots of really boring A to B transportation kind of cars out there, but this car is roughly the same price, but you get a whole lot more. So skyactiv is their full suite of advanced systems, from the engine to the transmission to the chassis, that were all developed at the same time. And the reason that is important is because instead of trying to shoe an old engine into a new body with an old transmission, they develop at the same time, so it all works together very well. So the base engine is a 2-liter skyactiv 4-cylinder with 155 horsepower. It's a great little engine to drive. This one is the 2.5-liter. Basically the same engine, it's just larger at 184 horsepower. There is no CVT allowed in this car. It's either a 6-speed manual or a no-charge 6-speed automatic. And it works very well. With this car, you get the paddle shifters as well. There's a sport button to get the most out of the engine. And they also have what's called G vectoring control. So when you come into a corner and you lift off the throttle, it uses the engine's compression to help shift the load over the front wheels. If you've ever skied, you know you want to put weight on one ski over another ski, and that's basically what they're doing. They're loading up the front wheels into a corner using the compression and weight of the car to help you carve through the corner. And does it work? Well, the average driver will never know this is at play, but it does work, and this car feels rewarding to drive. Are there any criticisms? Well, the heads-up display that they have on this model I think is kind of rinky-dink because your focus point is not on the dash, it's down the window, so I'm not crazy about that. This car at times can be a little bit noisy under hard acceleration, but overall, it's a rewarding car to drive. Every time I drive any Mazda product, whether it's this or their bigger vehicles, they all have a similar characteristic, and that's that you get something back from your money. You spent the money. You get a good A to B driving car, but you also get one that's fun to drive and fuel efficient as well. This particular car is rated at 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and just 6.6 on the highway. Now with the Mazda 3, if you get the iActiv Sense package, you get a full suite of advanced safety features. That package is also included in the premium package. It includes the smart brake support, forward collision warning, lane keep assist, lane departure warning system, high beam control, plus it adds the LED signature lights in the front and LED tail lamps. And the good thing is that's available now on the GS and the top GT trim. We're starting to see the prices creep up for compact cars. Most of them now start around the 20,000 mark, and this Mazda 3 is no different. But car companies are adding more content. With the base model, you can add a convenience package which gives you the forward collision warning. What this car has going for it is above average interior, nice materials, great handling car. All of that has held true over the years. This car is due for a refresh, so we can't wait to see what the next Mazda 3 feels like.